Chelsea, Arsenal, and PSG all suffered preseason defeats. Three European giants stumbled on the same day, leaving fans with plenty of questions before the new season begins. And this is your daily football news. Arsenal fall to Real Betis. Arsenal endured a disappointing evening in Dublin as Real Betis claimed a convincing 3-1 victory in their latest preseason friendly. The Spanish side raced into the lead through Rodrigo Riquelme, before Nance and Diosa doubled the advantage with a stunning long-range strike. Arsenal briefly fought back when Piero Hincapié headed home to reduce the deficit, but Pablo Fornals restored Betis's two-goal cushion with a composed finish before half-time. Neither side found another goal after the interval despite a number of substitutions, leaving Mikel Arteta frustrated with both the performance and the result. To make matters worse, Arsenal also suffered an injury scare involving teenage prospect Lewis Copley, who was forced off after picking up a knock. Arteta admitted after the match that the club will closely monitor the youngster's condition over the coming days. With the Premier League season rapidly approaching, Arsenal will be hoping the defeat serves as a valuable lesson rather than the start of a worrying trend. Chelsea suffer another preseason defeat. Chelsea's preparations for the new Premier League season suffered another setback after a 1-0 defeat to Juventus in Hong Kong. Manager Xabi Alonso handed opportunities to several new faces, including Danny Welbeck, João Pedro, Marco Palestra, and Jovin Quenda, but the Blues struggled to turn their possession into clear-cut chances. Looking for a response after the break, Alonso introduced Liam Delap, Estevao, Dan Sapaev, and Mikhailo Mudryk, hoping fresh legs could change the momentum. Instead, it was Juventus who struck the decisive blow. Edon Zigrova found the winner in the 68th minute, while goalkeeper Mattia Perin produced a series of outstanding saves to deny Chelsea an equalizer. The result extends Chelsea's inconsistent preseason and leaves Alonso with plenty to think about before the club's next friendly against AC Milan. Although the Blues have shown flashes of promise during the summer, the lack of attacking efficiency and defensive concentration continues to be a concern. Bournemouth scored 10 goals in preseason match. Bournemouth delivered one of the most astonishing performances of preseason by crushing Italian side Genoa 10-1 in a remarkable 120-minute friendly. Marco Rosa's team dominated from start to finish, producing an attacking masterclass as they repeatedly carved open Genoa's defense. The Cherries finished with 10 goals, underlining the attacking style the manager has been building ahead of the new Premier League campaign. The victory also secured Bournemouth's place in the club's history books. It became their second biggest win ever, trailing only the famous 11-0 FA Cup triumph over Margate in 1971. Even more impressively, Bournemouth have now scored 19 goals across their first 3 preseason matches, showing they are entering the new campaign full of confidence. Bournemouth will complete their preparations against Real Betis on the 9th of August, with Rose hoping his side can carry this incredible goal-scoring form into the Premier League season. Szoboszlai clears up Liverpool controversy. Liverpool midfielder Dominic Szoboszlai has moved quickly to end speculation surrounding an alleged dressing room disagreement during the club's preseason tour in the United States. The Hungary international responded after a video involving himself, Curtis Jones, and Kostas Tsimikas sparked rumors of internal tension over the vice-captain's role. Szoboszlai insisted the incident had been taken out of context and stressed that there was no conflict between any of the players. He described the reports as exaggerated and reaffirmed that the squad remains fully united ahead of the new campaign. Meanwhile, Liverpool are still yet to appoint a new vice-captain following Andy Robertson's departure. Head coach Andoni Iraola has not made a final decision, although Szoboszlai admitted it would be a huge honor if he were eventually chosen for the role. The Reds are expected to announce their leadership group before the Premier League season begins. Garnacho injured during Aston Villa win. Alejandro Garnacho suffered an injury scare during Aston Villa's preseason friendly against BG Pathum United in Thailand. Despite his side claiming an impressive 3-1 victory, the Argentine winger was caught by a heavy challenge late in the first half and was left bleeding from the mouth after the collision. Villa's medical staff rushed onto the pitch to treat the 22-year-old before deciding he could not continue, forcing him to leave the game early. Although losing Garnacho was a concern, Aston Villa recovered well and secured a comfortable comfortable win to continue their positive preparations for the new season. The match was only Garnacho's second appearance since joining the club on loan from Manchester United, having made his unofficial debut just days earlier against an Indonesian side. Villa will now closely monitor the extent of the injury, hoping the talented winger has avoided anything serious with the Premier League season fast approaching. Newcastle appoint Matthias Gisel. Newcastle United have officially appointed Matthias Gisel as their new head coach, completing one of the biggest managerial moves of the summer. The 38-year-old German arrives after Newcastle agreed to pay more than £9 million in compensation to secure his release from Al Ahly. Gisel has built an impressive reputation in recent years, winning multiple league titles and guiding Al Ahly to 2 AFC Champions League triumphs, making him one of Europe's most highly rated young coaches. He replaces Eddie Howe, whose departure brought an end to nearly 5 successful years at St. James's Park. However, Gisel inherits a squad that has undergone major changes, with several key players already leaving the club this summer, including Anthony Gordon, Sandro Tonali, Kieran Trippier, and most recently Bruno Guimaraes. The new manager now faces the difficult task of rebuilding Newcastle's squad while ensuring the Magpies remain competitive in both domestic and European competitions ahead of the new season. Paul Ince urges United to keep Rashford. Former Manchester United midfield Paul Ince believes Man United should give Marcus Rashford another chance instead of rushing to sell the England international this summer. Rashford has returned to Old Trafford after an impressive loan spell at Barcelona, where he rediscovered his form and confidence by producing a series of strong performances. Despite ongoing speculation about his future, Ince insists the 28-year-old still has plenty to offer if he is given the right environment. He believes Rashford's displays at the 2026 FIFA World Cup proved he remains a top-class forward capable of making a difference at the highest level. Paul Ince also expressed confidence in new United manager Michael Carrick, saying the former midfielder has the coaching ability to help Rashford return to his best. With preseason now underway, Carrick is expected to assess the forward carefully before making a final decision on whether he remains part of the club's long-term plans. Vozina joins Colo-Colo. Cape Verde goalkeeper Vozina has officially joined Colo-Colo following his impressive performances at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The experienced shot stopper attracted interest from several clubs after playing a key role in Cape Verde's memorable World Cup campaign. Although the transfer faced delays during the final stages of negotiations, Vozina remained committed to completing the move to the Chilean Giants. Speaking after signing his contract, the 40-year-old said he never considered any other destination once Colo-Colo made their interest known. He described the club as one of South America's biggest teams and said he is excited to begin this new chapter of his career. Colo-Colo believe Vozina's experience and leadership will strengthen the squad as they continue competing for domestic honors and continental success. The veteran goalkeeper is expected to bring both quality and stability to the club's defense throughout the season. Barcelona unhappy with Ferran Torres comments. Barcelona are reportedly unhappy with Ferran Torres after the Spanish forward publicly discussed his contract situation ahead of the new season. According to Mundo Deportivo, several figures inside the club were surprised by Torres' recent comments, in which he suggested he wanted to feel valued by Barcelona before entering contract extension talks later this year. While negotiations are expected to begin in September, the interview has not gone down well with parts of the club's hierarchy. Reports in Spain claim Barcelona believe Torres may be using interest from Paris Saint-Germain, together with his impressive performances at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, to strengthen his position ahead of negotiation. Despite the speculation, the club have no plans to improve their current financial offer and remain committed to their existing wage structure. Both sides are expected to continue discussions after the transfer window closes, but Torres' future remains a story to watch. Infantino faces growing pressure before FIFA election. FIFA President Gianni Infantino is facing increasing pressure as attention begins to turn towards the organization's presidential election in 2027. According to Reuters, Infantino's recent proposal to bring private investment into the commercial side of the FIFA World Cup generated significant opposition from several member associations before eventually being withdrawn. Although the plan was abandoned, the controversy has intensified debate over FIFA's future leadership. Despite the criticism, Infantino has already confirmed his intention to seek another term as FIFA president. However, media reports have linked a number of high-profile football figures with a potential challenge, including UEFA President Alexander Ceferin, CAF President Patrice Motsepe, Sheikh Salman bin Ibrahim Al Khalifa, Paris Saint-Germain President Nasser Al-Khelaifi, and Norwegian FA President Lise Klaveness. With the next election still some time away, the battle for control of world football's governing body is already beginning to gather momentum. And that wraps up your football breaking news for the past 24 hours. All the most exciting updates from the football world will be continuously updated on Offside News. Make sure hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.